You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by SiouxEmpireSingles.com.
Woo! I'm a big fan.
Dan's making fun of me because I'm the administrator. Oh, and I'm not single.
Keep them singles coming.
Sorry. But if you are single, SiouxEmpireSingles.com. It's free, 100% free.
Nothing like a hookup page administered by a married guy. Kind of like I want marriage advice from a priest.
When you put it that way, it does sound weird.
Bette Midler's 76 today.
Yeah.
Alan Konigsberg is 86 today.
How do I know that name?
We call him Woody Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Still happily married to his daughter. Richard Pryor.
Oh, wow.
Born this day as well. This
I
was
talked
huge.
to Richard Pryor Jr. on this very program.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
And his daughter as well.
That's fantastic, John. I can't wait for your book to come out.
Siblings and children of people you've heard of.
You know, inventions are inventions are inventions. And inventions can be kind of cool. Inventions can be kind of regional. And sometimes an invention changes the course of the whole darn world and history. Was this day in 913 one such invention? Ford Motor Company institutes the world's first moving assembly line.
Oh. Really?
Yep, and starts cranking out the Model T. How about that, huh?
That's
cool.
amazing.
God bless America. 1953. Well, this is another kind of game changer when you think about it. Hugh Hefner publishes the first edition of Playboy magazine. 1953. I think it was the 60s. No, wow. Early
that's a long
50s. Yikes. First centerfold? Anybody?
Betsy Ross.
Wow.
No.
Should have gone with Cher.
Oh, was it Cher?
No, it was Marilyn Monroe.
Oh,
Actually,
in
that is
1953?
1953. Yep, Marilyn Monroe, first centerfold. If you have a pristine issue of that, it is worth a fortune these days.
I bet it is.
By the way, John and Bobby Kennedy bought the first copies. They were... Wow. See what I did there?
I see what you did
Let's
there.
serious
Got
up.
awkward quick, didn't
Because
it?
this woman is just a hero of mine when you really think about the history of this and what actually happened and what this sparked. I mean, this woman was amazing. 1955, Dateline, Montgomery, Alabama. Miss Rosa Parks takes a seat in front of the bus. She's told to give up, get in the back, give that seat to a white customer. And she says,
Yeah.
not today, man. Nope. Well, I wasn't there, but she just absolutely refused to move to the back of the bus, and the rest is civil rights history. I mean, what backbone, what guts.
Absolutely. That
Seriously.
takes, yeah.
She was just a very lovely, demure, smart young lady, and she just went, I think I'm done with this.
Yeah,
And,
good for her.
Fantastic. Rosa Parks, God bless you. There you go. I know, you know. We all know, and we can just get this thing done.
We're going to do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by SiouxEmpireSingles.com.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this Wednesday?
Well, it's that time of year again, and I sure went through the parenting thing when my kids were kids, and the toy departments were the big deal this time of year. This kid wanted for toys, and then you get the recall list, or you see it on the news. Hey, this has been recalled, blah, blah. And it's usually like choking hazard, something that may be dangerous for the little ones. And I found this year's list, and I just kind of zeroed in on a couple of them because I thought it was just kind of weird. For instance, recalled this year, company is called Smart Pool. The Smart Pool multi-purpose helmet. It just looks like a kid's little bike helmet.
Yeah.
What could possibly be wrong? Well, it's been recalled because it doesn't meet safety regulations for kids under 5 and can cause serious damage to their little noggins.
Well, that's not
Yikes,
good.
that kind of defeats the purpose.
That's
A
what they're trying to
helmet
stop.
that can cause damage to your head. This one's
Wow.
pretty great too. The Shepherd plush toy. And it looks like about almost a 9-10 inch tall. Looks like a little shepherd from like biblical times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is kind of sweet. Apparently there's a wire that runs through that plush toy that can be exposed and just cut your kid to ribbons.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
This is my favorite from the Bat Top company, the Bat Top infant bath seat. You know those little seats you get?
yeah.
You give 'em well, apparently it poses a drowning hazard.
Oh, my goodness.
What the what?
I know these things didn't exist. I mean, you throw the kid in the tub, here's a duck, have a good time, whatever.
Right.
Or better yet, I'll stay in here with you.
Right.
Because you're
Like
a
you're
little...
supposed to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. But my own personal favorite, and I don't know if it's too late, but I'm going to do this. I will own one of these. Walmart has just cleared the shelves of a little number. What it is, it's a little toy singing, dancing cactus.
Okay.
Okay, sounds kind of cute,
Sure.
right? It took them a while to figure this out, but when you have so many platforms and so many different items and whatnot, apparently this particular, which is an import from overseas, it's a dancing cactus
Okay.
that actually spouts obscenities, it swears, and then breaks into a song about cocaine.
What the?
It gets better. It does it in Polish. And I'm going, I'll buy 100.
I know several people on my list that would love that.
It doesn't give the specific name of the toy, but the description should tell you all you need to know.
That is
Pretty much.
amazing.
And now Dan goes in search of this. I will get a hold of Walmart headquarters and go, hey, just
I'll
bring
take whatever you've got left.
whatever's on the truck, man. Let's do this. It swears, sings about cocaine.
Oh, that's funny. In
In
Polish.
And somebody went, well, maybe my child shouldn't have this.
Yeah, probably not.
So yeah, some recalled items for this this holiday season.
I appreciate that, Dan. Thank you so
bet,
much.
John,
This is
absolutely.
what we refer to as stuff Dan finds interesting. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris, we got a Wednesday upon us.
The Wednesday, boy, always exciting. This is where we give stuff away that we didn't have to pay for. So
That is the best part about the
kind of
Wednesday.
nice. A Tire Motive Best in the Biz oil change going to, ladies and gentlemen, Ginger Waskow.
Nice. Ginger.
Step up, get your stuff, Ginger Tire Motive. By the way, all through November, and I don't want to say this, but the last 3 years, Tire Motive has done this in conjunction with Big Paws Canine Foundation.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
just supposed to be for November, but then they always go, you know what? Let's ride this through December, too.
Which is always kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Every oil change they do, percentage of that cost is kicked over to Big Paws Canine
I love that.
It's an
which is,
amazing
kinda neat.
organization.
Yeah, driven by Service Tire Motive. Love them right up there on North Marion Road. All right, our city council's been working on this, I think, for the last 18 years. No, they did a switch on it. It has to do with garbage, and we've talked
Right.
about it a couple
yeah.
times because I was one of those people who went, I really didn't know there was an ordinance on
I
that.
had
me neither.
no clue.
Because
I've
forever-
been breaking the law for years.
Yeah, I always put my trash out right there. in the
I
old
always put
boulevard
it right
the
out there,
night
so it's
before.
easier for them.
And apparently that was against the law.
Yeah, you start arresting and handcuffing your garbage cans.
So now they've switched things up. A week or so ago, Sioux Falls City Council has passed a revision to Chapter 57. It's in all your employee manuals of the city's ordinance Concerning garbage container placement and waste collection, commercial haulers are now allowed to provide a curbside pickup auction along with the building side or valet service. The revised ordinance goes into effect Monday, December 20th, so don't get too nuts. It's still a few weeks out. Revision also clarified where waste containers need to be stored when not on collection day. Garbage, recycling, yard waste containers should be placed inside a structure or adjacent to your building in an inconspicuous place.
So I'm not supposed to just leave them on the curb all the time.
No.
I don't know. You can do whatever you want. This is America, John. There just may be repercussions. That's all. Containers can be pulled out to curbside collection no earlier than 12 noon the day before collection.
Okay.
And must be returned to your building, your structure, whatever, by 11 p.m. on the day of collection.
I've broken these rules so many times.
You're a renegade, John.
Yeah, because here's what I would do. Like, if we're going to be gone, I'll put my garbage cans out before we leave.
Wow.
So they'd be out there for sometimes days before the guys that come and get them.
Be careful. You don't know who's listening right now.
Yeah, they're probably going to retroactively arrest me for this.
Sioux Falls garbage police.
Gonna have to
It'd
wear
be funny. They got their own little cars and uniforms and stuff.
I'm going to have to wear an ankle monitor to take out my trash now.
That's it. If you have any questions at all, get a hold of Nick and Tim Sweeney at Sweeney Sanitation Services.
I'll tell you what, they'll have an answer
Best
for
in
you.
the
They're
biz.
good.
They will, man. When it comes to talking trash, nobody can beat them. So
Exactly.
Yeah, that is the final word starting December 20th. Boy, it just opens up a vista of new trash day possibilities.
Isn't that exciting?
God bless America.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Am I
about
right?
this.
Am I right?
I've always been doing it that way, though.
It's weird to you
So
that we're talking trash on a Wednesday instead of Tuesday, because usually trash talk is Tuesday. That's when we all get our
it's
trash.
Tuesday for me, too.
Yeah.
Tuesday. And I make sure, boy, by blasting Sunday morning, mine's out on the curb. Sometimes I'll lay down next to it, just to make a point.
I'm going to start putting mine on my neighbor's curb just in case they are cracking down. I'm going to just jot down their address.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Hey, Dan, thank you so much for that. That was riveting.
Glad I
Amazing
could
stuff.
help.
All right. Coming up, we've got anything better than this. No, I mean, we do have Balanced Life Chiropractic, back to the basics in healthcare. That is on the way. And Dan Farris has got some news so fresh, he's still cooking it up. It's on the way.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. Bettercreditcards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic, and we've got Dr. Harley. How you doing?
Hey, John. I'm doing good. A little fuller than last week after that lovely Thanksgiving, but good.
Yeah, absolutely. And that kind of rolls right into what we're going to talk about is digestion. And I bet there's a lot of people who are listening right now who probably had a little bit to eat last Thursday as well that are going, boy, we should have talked about this last week. But what can people do to aid in better digestion when it comes to chiropractic?
Yeah. So, I mean, in general, chiropractic helps with a lot of digestion issues. Like, what's the most common thing that a lot of people deal with?
Sore backs? I don't know. Indigestion?
Acid reflux.
Acid reflux. Oh, Heidi's shouting from the back here. We'll just leave that one out. So acid reflux. Yeah, that is a big deal. I suppose that has a lot to do with digestion.
Yeah, we see that a lot. That's a very common one that people get. And how do we typically treat acid reflux?
That little bottle of pink stuff or some of those little chalky pills.
Yeah, we see that a lot. Or they're on prescription medication to help with that, but they're still getting the issue. Obviously, trying to reduce the acidic foods in your diet, like tomatoes and beer and red meat, which of course most people aren't going to do that, right?
Yeah, it sounds like you're taking all the fun away.
Yeah, of course, eating smaller meals too. Obviously, we just ate a huge meal, which is why I wanted to talk about digestion, because I'm sure a lot of people are still kind of feeling the after effects of eating a little too much food. And maybe it's not so much the stomach. Maybe like Heidi said, it's moved down a little bit and having some issues down there of going to the bathroom. Yeah. Now, how does chiropractic play into all that, right?
Yeah, how does that?
So our biggest thing is we're helping things communicate better, help your brain and your body communicate better. So now if that communication's not working, we're going to have those problems. Imagine your radio talk show or your radio show whenever the tower's not working very well, or there's, things that are interrupting that signal. People aren't going to get that, in their vehicles or whatever radio they're using to listen to. Yeah. Well, our body needs that communication process as well. If our brain can't tell our stomach to digest our food, we're going to get indigestion, right? Yeah. Or it's the opposite. Our stomach's trying to tell our brain, hey, we don't have any more food, shut off the acid pumps. That's when we get that overproduction of stomach acid that leads to that acid reflux.
So by making sure that there's a clear pathway and everything's communicating, everything works better.
Yeah, things are going to start, actually doing their job right. And they're like, okay, well, how does chiropractic come into play with that? Well, your spine protects those passageways, protects those nerves so they can do their job of communicating. But your spine shifts out of alignment due to stress, injuries, all these different life things that go on. We don't realize it right away, right? Because there's no pain usually at the beginning, but it's after some time that things have been going on long enough. That's when we start getting those symptoms and the pain telling us, hey, something's not right. So chiropractic wise, restoring that proper motion in our spine, taking pressure off the nerves, things start communicating better, our digestion starts getting better.
If somebody listening is going, hey, I'm having some digestion issues, or maybe even other health issues, back issues, headaches, backaches, any of that, and they're maybe hoping that chiropractic could be an answer for them, how do they get in touch with you guys?
They can shoot us a message on Facebook at Balance Life Chiropractic. They can give us a call at 605-215-1785. We'd love to sit down and chat with them.
Very nice. You can also find them online, the website, balancedlifesd.com.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day, whether you buy these weird gifts or not. It's worth checking out. Just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for the newsiest news we do. It's time for Mr. Dan Farris, our most award-winning newscaster on staff at Sunny, to come in and join us for News with Dan Farris.
Midnight oil, wear out the shoe leathers, slam down on Best Man Answers. I'm pretty proud of this because it's only a couple days old. If you missed it, our Mayor Paul Tenhanken, I have a storied lifelong friendship, which I won't go into here. And our police chief, John Thum, had a little presser to talk about what the heck's going on, man, with crime and this and that and the other thing. Well, Good news over the past year. Actually, nasty crimes are down.
Well, that's good.
Sioux Falls are down. We talk about aggravated assaults, murders, things like that. Few things are up that don't have to do with violence. Car theft is really up. And it's interesting to me. Police Chief Thum says, I don't like to keep beating this drum, but you might not want to leave your car unlocked with keys in it.
Well, it's kind of a no-brainer, though, really.
Because there were like nine vehicles lifted just in the past week or so in Sioux Falls, like 7 or 8 of them.
The keys.
Left unattended with the keys in the ignition. So, it doesn't make it right. Stealing is stealing. It doesn't make it right.
No, that's true. But still, don't make it easier for them.
Yeah, there are some steps you can take.
Yeah.
That would literally be step one.
The big bummer here is overdoses and drug overdose deaths are going up
That's too bad.
And up. Main reason is this fentanyl thing. Apparently that is becoming the scourge of the city when it comes to narcotics. They're saying, pretty much, and it's just not here. The country has literally been flooded with this stuff. And if I didn't know any better, it's like, well, what do we leave the southern border open? What the heck's going on there? Hey, who's up for some sports? I know I am. Brought to you by Bert and the team at Hockey Headquarters, Sanford Sports Complex. Everything hockey, new and used, figure skating, too, and over 2,000 square feet of fantastic gift items for the hockey fan in your life. We're going to talk about some chants that have been breaking out across the country. Chants, fans chanting. They've just been chanting primarily college and NFL football games for the past couple months. Now, here's the thing. There's a different chant that is taking place during Chicago Bears games at Soldier Field.
Really?
Fans there have been going full-throated with Fire Nagy, fire Nagy,
Oh.
fire Nagy, referring, of course, to Bears head coach Matt Nagy. I only bring this up because I got a bunch of blowback and downright threatening hate mail from my huge fan base. Some comments I made that Nagy would in fact be fired after that Bears-Lions game Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, yeah.
If you recall.
I do remember that.
Okay, I also said the Bears would win 2-0.
You did.
They actually won 16-14.
You were close.
Which is a 2-point
It is
win.
a 2 I mean, so you weren't wrong.
Also, technically, I said he would be fired after that game.
Right.
As far as I can tell, it is still after that game.
I see what you're doing now. You're hedging your bets here.
So how about y'all just back off and let me do my job, which really I'm obviously pretty darn good at. From the sunny 93.3 news desk, I'm Dan Farris, reminding you if it's news to me. Thanks for watching, and gosh darn it, good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, December 1st, 2021. Equities fell again Tuesday on the combined influence of the new COVID variant and remarks from Jerome Powell. Mr. Powell, FOMC chairman, says the committee will be talking about an accelerated taper despite the rising threat of the new COVID variant. The news is not altogether surprising given the state of inflation, but was unexpected in the face of a new threat. Ultimately, if the new variant does cause disruption in the global economy, it would likely result in higher inflation due to tightening supply in the face of high demand. Today's trading will be focused on the ADP report and the NFP report that's due on Friday. They're both expected to show upwards of 500,000 new jobs created in November, and the figure could be much hotter. Regardless, employment and labor conditions are another cause for inflation, and that situation is not expected to change significantly. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.